What's up, y'all? Let me tell y'all a story. Alright, so 4 days ago I was sick. I had a cold. I was getting over it. This is like the fucking 8th day, so it's been a week and 3 days. I drank up all of the sodas. I drank 3 Pepsis back to back right after each other yesterday. I drank 2 oranges back to back. Then I even threw it away. Then I had 2 Maltas back to back. The Malta drinks, the Malta. And then I had a White Castle burger. I've been whistling through this fucking project. 15 buildings. In my motherfucking anger. At the fact that leave it to the double sisters and sisters. My fucking throat right here have been hurting me. Damn, my mother, my aunt, she's like an auntie, mom. You know, when you grow up, you don't call your mom no more like that, or mother. You call them like auntie. Because y'all become like cool. So I drank all those orders, all those juices. It's literally the last one in there. But I don't know if it's like completely the last one. But it was either this one or the orange one. And the orange one is real flat right now. I decided to drink this one. Then it had looks and so deceiving. And the roommate I had, which is a relative, like an auntie, mom, family relative. We stopped being friends a long time ago. We became friends again after I became an official adult legally. Like after 18, I decided to be friends with my parent legal guardians by blood, who didn't lose their rights, but they lost my rights. Like, um, hello, I was in the foster system. For child neglect and children's sex activities. So we had to be taken away from our parents. Because those things are not supposed to happen. The kid goes to school, they go to the teacher, the guidance counselor. So I was put in a foster home through DCF and Child Protective Services, and I went through the same exact abuse in 2, 3, 4 different foster homes. However, it wasn't abuse, and I did not go through those things. When children are children are children. Like teenagers are teenagers, children are children. After 18, we're adults. So, not that they lost their rights, they didn't lose their rights, and I did not go through abuse. From my remembrance in those other foster homes, it just was not like golden like how it was supposed to be. So that's why I am suing the police for my rights. Like when I was taken away from my mom, when I was taken away from my dad, my aunt, it's temporarily just it's temporary. It's like a temporary move. Like it's not permanent. Getting adopted is also my business. After 18, I'm an adult. There's no longer a parent legal guardian. There is somebody that you would like to be placed as a call person to call them or give them some type of initiative to answer a phone in case of emergency. So when you lose your rights is not completely losing your rights. Ta-da, right? A relative of mine got a TV show opportunity. I am very grown and of age and over age. I'm damn near 40. It don't matter what my position in my career is. So I'm a spokesperson, curator of businesses, ideas, um, visual content to do marketing, promotions, uh, all those good things. After 18, I have decided to still be friends with my relatives. There's no reason for me not to be because of unfortunate circumstances. So the idea of my mom looking like, or my aunt, or any of my family members looking like they made a mistake in my childhood that I went through is no one's business outside of me. It can't be a mom's business or a dad's business. It can't be the fucking Federal Bureau business. That is illegal. Yes, I am black, right? And that is my black ass business. I am grown, not even allowed. I am able and legally able to confidentially speak on my life, whether I've been through abuse in one home or two homes or three homes. And the whole comparison of me being going through abuse in other folks' homes and stuff like that was just a significant to put in significance and importance of the idea of them trying to hurt my relatives who I am now friends with today on a TV show illegally because they're fucking black. Some of them are darker. Their story has nothing to do with me. I was in foster care in Florida. I was in foster care in New York City. Fuck all the other places of the 51 states of America. That is my business. That is confidentiality. The TV did not mean to pick up certain things and keep certain things for themselves or entertainment. Or for anybody in my family who I have not grown up with completely because of mishaps and problems to talk about me being in foster care or me being schizophrenic or me being mentally ill or a relative of mine's making a mistake in my childhood, me being fucked, me being sexually abused, or anybody else in my family being sexually abused. There's nothing that the police could have done then or today after us getting abused ever. So the fact that they took something off of this Love and Hip Hop, Hustle in Brooklyn, this Brick Art TV media TV show, yes, I'm very relieved at this stuff. I practiced motivational speaking in this mirror for over 4 years for the simple fact that before this, for the simple fact that that's what you do. You understand? My family did not lose their rights to me. They lost their uh they didn't lose anything. She didn't lose her rights to me. She was able to visit me on visits. Um, she was able to visit me on visits that was granted by the agency that I was going to. It's all wrong. The police, October 21, overheard me conversing with a relative of mine in this apartment, Mr. Joseph's apartment, whatever, and have literally been stepping. They're flapping ducky feet, trying to make my story something good for them. Saram rap, the kid had AIDS, and they tried to get the AIDS off of him, and the little girl changing the diaper, she came out premature because she was sick, she had AIDS. Those things are not true, as far as that. However, the police stepped outside of their rights and tried to say, oh, you made somebody pee when Jasmine Harris was a little girl in foster care and you got her rights back. You was able to get back custody of her. Um, you lost your rights to your daughter when she was younger. Um, you know, she probably could have saved you from deportation back in the day in 2006, in 2011 when you was facing deportation. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you could have, like, they just put all my words into perspective because of the idea of them not being able to give me my innocence back. I have literally been raped, and I forgave my family for having me go through those things. The police has nothing but an office, a outfit, a uniform, and to have them holding a book. Raise your right hand, Mercedes and your mom and dad. When Jasmine was young, we had to go through those things in our childhood. I had to go through those things in my childhood. DCF is an organization until 18 years old. That has nothing to do with my parents' rights or legal rights. So not to me or their other children. It just is an idea of that at the moment because I am in the system at the time. So at the time, they do not have no rights. Yes, sir. These guys, these four guys from Pompano Beach, Coral Springs, and Miami Beach has nothing to do with my story. I got casted for a TV show, such as those four guys, outside of the girl that is relatively related to me. And my business is my business by law. You guys are genuinely getting sued by Jasmine Demand Stewart Harris. Me. Jasmine does it. JDI. The last relationship I had was in 2019, and I was with a white guy who lives in fucking 46th Street by the Playboy Mansion. Yeah, I love them strippers. Yeah, I love them strippers. The gay officer, the white officer, the black officer cannot no longer pursue what they tried to pursue in West Palm Beach County, Florida, when I was in foster care. Nell Smith, 333 Forest Hill Boulevard, which is in Boynton Beach. After 18 years old, you age out. You age out at 18. So, around 14 years old, I was living with a relative of my dad's, which is legal and by law had to go through court, DCF. Not everybody is strangers. Some of them are relatives. So the girl that got casted, I was living with her at like 14, 15, 16, 12, 11, 9, 8, whatever. Back and forth. That's my business. She got casted for a show. She can speak on her business. I get casted on my show. I can speak on my business. It's very enlightening, right? Because they compromise my independence all my life. So after my dad's relative, aunt's sister, got custody of me, she used to always speak these things like I could never be your mom and oh your mom back in this and that, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, that's cool. My mom ended up going to jail around the time that my dad and aunt got custody of me. These stories are my stories to say on a show. 88 precinct, 78 precinct of Brooklyn, New York City did not mean to go crazy. So outside of this home, they tried to contact my fucking mom and dad and all of my foster moms, group homes to question my sanity and question my story, which is defamation, it's invasion of privacy, is legal. It's illegal. So there are two sides of your life, mom and dad. Mom's side, dad's side was questioned about my grown ass life in my childhood. They're not understanding the depth of the fucking win of that I fucking want. And then, due to the unfortunate circumstances of failing as parents, which is my business, they went through their time. They have went to jail. They have went to counseling. They have been through parent legal guardian aids and stuff like that to even get their rights back, to get me back to live with them. And even if they failed again, that's still bad. That's the business. However the deportation goes situation went. There's no way that, okay, Trump is in office today, whatever. However, there's no way that you could have ever made a mistake in someone's trial or court case in a deportation and say that one child out of 23 was a fucking savior because that's what the fuck I said to her in the argument for a TV show. And you're gonna go and question that and try to contradict the conversation and put yourself into a perspective to try to say that after doing 6-10 years in jail or in prison and beating a deportation that you can go back into somebody's life after doing 8 years of fucking jail and say, did we make a mistake? Was this girl, like, did she lose her rights to this one girl out of fucking 17 kids? Could she have still gotten deported? Could she have not gotten deported? Married, da, 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 da. It's illegal to have done those things out October 2021. You cannot pull up on nobody outside of nobody's home and say, oh, we think we made a mistake in your trial, your court case 12 years ago, 14 years ago when you did 9 years in prison, upstate Texas and motherfucking Rikers Island. So that is illegal. However, the fear of someone being able to compromise your life in such a way, and the acceptance of who they are. So when she was being literally abused and pulled up on October 2021 and questioned about my conversations to her, she knows herself, which is a black woman. And to be questioned about anything that she have went through when any of her children are kids, that's kind of weird. We like 40, 38. So we have relationships. We know what the fuck we've been through. So it was an idea, a very nasty pursuit in what they wanted to do because of what people are capable of. Nobody's perfect, right? A motherfucker did 9, 10 years, right? 11, 12 years. Nobody's perfect, right? But the law is what it is. These people, October 2021, illegally stepped into my black ass business and misplayed their fucking position and compromised their own fucking rights and freedom because police officers know your rights. And before they overheard any of these mishaps and things that people already went to jail for, got arrested for, got busted for, had to do the time for, they also heard about a TV show, podcast, books that have been written and stuff. It's the idea of a black bitch, a black guy being rich or collecting consecutive revenue off of their stories and shit like a FDNY officer, like a FDNY story, a police story. How you became a cop. Oh, one day you shot the man. Oh, one day you play cops and robbers. You seen cops and robbers, you want to be a cop. That's y'all business. They illegally, and that's the law. You cannot go into my business. I'm not 18. I'm not even 21. I'm very, very, very fucking grown. It don't even matter if I was 56 living in with somebody that I know. They illegally, the FBI, 2 locations, fucking jurisdiction, right? A guy, domestic situation. He came to my home, trespassed. This man got 2 fucking names. That's none of my business. It's illegal. You can do that. This ball player, NBA ball player, I live right down the block from Barclays too. It is a relief, y'all. Because these people genuinely was just moving in spirit towards somebody that they don't really care for, right? And I have heard from these people. So the idea of these people coming to my home, my dad's nieces, my dad's nieces, dad's nephews, my dad's nieces, my dad's nephews, and question my conversation. The idea of, oh, I feel like I had these dreams about these people because I feel like they were trying to play me. They tried to test me. Not that I needed to pass or fail. I probably should have violated to a certain extent. But I'm saying that's my spiritual acceptance and perception of the conversation of in hand. That's what no. That was my perception of the idea of certain things not making sense in these circumstances for whatever reason. Come to conclusion, yes, I was being played. They were trying to play me strategically, not intentionally. Planned it, thought it. Let me try to do this. Let me try to do this. Let me ask, you know, let me ask this person this. Let me do this. Let me do this. To try to have some type of like narcissist family, some type of control or something. Nothing them to have over me, whatever. Like have something to hold over you, and that's what I was saying. Like I feel like if it wasn't for them to do so and so, I wouldn't have had these dreams of these people. I feel like they spiritually try to make these people a problem, something like that. I'm talking about when I say make these people a problem. How like I can't believe I had dreams about these people. So if we took a look in my life with my people, my siblings, and said, "Oh, your sibling look better than you," saying this, "Your sibling look better than you," saying that, and illegally respected their perception of my conversation and tried to inquire about my persona characteristics when I used to live with them in my childhood. That is defamation illegal. So, I am not the same color as some of my relatives. Our mental precipitation and deliverance and responses and acceptance is different a little bit. They took advantage of my relative being darker and trying to go with that flow of listening, accepting, and abusing power. My mother has been in and out of mental home. She has been strapped to a chair because she called the police and the EMS for my health at 34 because of the threats of the original problem. So sometimes in a relationship, you're going to go hard for your girlfriend, you're going to go hard for your boyfriend, you're going to go hard for your family. And no matter what's misunderstood. So however it is being taken out of place and put into little situations in the spirit, that's just what it is. You feel me? You act, you do this, you do that. It's nothing to even understand. It's just gonna go. There's 3 guys in the middle of COVID and 6 years ago. Wait, COVID 4 years ago? 2020. In the middle of Miami airport, 3 guys found out about a TV show and flew to Brooklyn, New York City, stayed in Brooklyn, New York City, had kids with my dad's siblings, my dad, nieces, and daughters, had kids with my mom, dad, nieces, and daughters, and tried to make my story the biggest of them all. And you know me, I go hard or not at all. So they sat here trying to figure out what I said, why I said it, what it meant, or whatever, whatever. And not only do I say it for a show, I said it because SOS, personal attack, spiritual personal attack off the strength of these three dudes. No, they did not come here to marry me or nothing like that. No, these people did not compromise me or put these people in my dreams to compromise a marriage for me or for me to get married or me be that bitch standing on a couch looking like that bitch, shaking my ass with my titties out. That wasn't the idea or anything either. But then in spiritual form, it's like coming to that in a way. However, I just, no. So within my life being compromised, me reaching a full potential, such as anybody else getting casted for a TV show, that's a pinnacle in their life. Whether I'm living in a home at 44, um, me just being who I am at 44, 31, 34, 29 years old, 28, 26, 24 years old.
You gotta come pick the weed.
Me being myself. Usually you finish college at like what, 28? So 17 to like 28. That is a long time consecutively. So then you have to go again. So then you get out like what, 36? Like a jail kinda. So your life is not supposed to be a fucking home with the fucking blueproof and a da 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 da. Sometimes you can live with your family over again, do it over again, especially if you fucking missed out your childhood this time. After 18, it's all you. You do what you want to do. You can either fuck with these organizations however you're comfortable with, or you could just go on your own and do your own motherfucking thing. However, to each his own. Some people need to stick to certain things because their mental frame and however the fuck it is. Me, it didn't work out like that, and I still have these people. I'm doing a TV, like they owe for the TV show, so not just solely. I don't want no that girl Jasmine. I promise y'all, I do not want to TV first one show, but I'm just now, you know, I don't mind being a part of somebody's life really, because it's just even more better. Like, who's this? Like maybe like later, but like whatever. There was an offer, which is not a bad offer. Me getting it or accepting it or getting it is not a bad idea. It's not fucking forbidden for me to accept or not or whatever. It just needs to be professionally done, organizedly done, put together, and needs to have some respect. Bitch, my face is dripping. You feel me? So it was just disrespectfully done and da 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 da. The question, the inquiry of my conversation definitely mattered. Do you understand? Because, bitch, you want to know something, right? Bitch, is no tongue ties, twisted, nothing like that. I said what I said. Ain't no fucking in between. You understand? There's a spiritual realm of my dad and mom's side of the family who came to a conclusion of trying to do spirit work. That's what I'm saying. The idea of having to do spirit work from doing spirit work on a bitch who y'all see who don't even fucking speak half the time to try to play with me and then try to come up to your own fucking conclusions and gestures for whatever reason that is kind of could be normal in the world for the simple fact that those is just no. You get what I'm saying? And then the idea is like, it's either you do the TV show or not do that. It's a new situation. It's my precipitation of certain things. You get what I'm saying? I feel like, no. Don't put me in a position to have something to say about me that don't have nothing to do with me or pertaining to me for whatever reason in no way, shape, or form. It's wrong. Then you cannot play no spiritual games like that. So, me being in my being, get mad saying this and that and that. Lord. Going through a fucking protest, the police had no fucking reasonings or rights to try to choose sides with my friends, boyfriends, ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends, and fucking siblings to try to, try to do anything with me for fun. Whether if I was supposed to be assassinated like a motherfucking slave bitch. It's just not the timing right now. It's disrespectful. I have one homegirl who come here. Why would y'all conform to try to fucking kidnap my one self in the middle of a situation when there's one person in contact that I even have? That means you guys are fucking sick bad. You get what I'm saying? So I cannot sympathize with their apologies or their acknowledgement of a mistake that they made. But the idea of getting burnt in the fucking fire. FDNY being called. The FDNY coming. I'm fucking burnt. Oh, you saved my life. No, the person. No, I'm just kidding. You saved my life. I have a response. The person who called might have fucking saved this motherfucker life, my life, for everyone. I'm just kidding. The idea, the attempt is beautiful. You are willing to save a life. That's what you signed up for. You will go in that fire. You will take that person out the fucking fire, right? The person on the phone wants to save this person. They will do the same thing, maybe. Not that it's too late. The gesture and the inquiry was definitely important. It definitely was important. However, whether the person lit themselves on fire, or the fire started on its own, or somebody lit their ass on fire, the idea of wanting to help that person that was on fire, that got caught in the fire, is very beautiful. That is so nice of you guys and yourself individually. But that person that got burnt in the fire is burnt in the fire. And I'm pretty sure if they was a fire department or firefighter, they could have saved themselves. So, me being a victim, or this person being a victim for whatever reason, with all due respect and to the pledge of the rights and constitutional rights, prostitute, not prostitute, fucking transgender, transsexual, transformations, whatever. Owning a business, getting married, loving love, loving the love of your life, whatever. Feeling spiritual, chakras open, infinite waters, however. Intentions is everything. No good deed is undone. To the dead, whatever the word is. I need to smoke. So the idea is good idea what they did October 2021, but the foot action and the fucking cause and effects that they created off the strength of words and the idea of any of my siblings or me or family going through generational history of abuse for whatever reason and trying to do something that was done within ourselves in our lives to help us independently to this age, to adults. We already went through those things. So we could accept the show or not accept the show. But overstepping somebody's boundaries and disrespecting somebody's rights, I have literally had to open my eyes wide because I had a reason of why I said what I said. And these people are on a TV show. And these people also had sex with these guys that they thought I was so in love with and have kids with them. And they look young as hell. My face is dripping and shit like that. But they're also a little bit older than me. A little bit. Well, they're possessed to be. They have more than me. You get what I'm saying? And it's not sad, but it's just like, you guys are good today. And you guys inflicted and imprinted some spiritual fucking work on me. You get what I'm saying? And y'all had no shame. Such as my unshameful responses to their acceptance of being these ideal moms and dads. So, for what it's worth, I want all my motherfucking money. You feel me? 34 point. Get what I'm saying? Who fucks me, who don't. I was also put in and out of mental hospital. Relatives of mine I live with two people, was in and out of mental hospital against their rights because of the justice that was created and how easily it was because of the internet. So, these are photos I got off the internet. The internet been popular. It's safe. It's definitely safe haven, right? Until you see fights, police brutality, things that you can't control because of the unfortunate circumstances of these things going on. Child abuse, child being abused, porn, sex. You understand? AOL, conversations on the chat lines. All these things people have to sometimes put themselves in a position to save things from happening. That's amazing, right? Everything is everything To each his own. Welcome to JDI. That's me. I'm very happy in my being and the idea of being able to unconfuse some of y'all. Whether when you want to know if abuse went on in my childhood to my teens to not happening in real life, you guys have to have a belief in yourselves to not have to go through any of these things, whether in a book, TV show, movie, whatever. However, if you want to live like this and that, that is to each his own. However, these experiences sometimes do be reality and do be real. So the experiences that you see on TV or on shows and stuff, and you want to relive that or relive that sometimes in life, you can. However, I was about to, I had like a mechanism defense to somebody matching me like fucking Boys in the Hut. You want to ride around with a bear? How's chicken lump? Cool. If you want to fucking do 5 girls, 1 cup, that porn shit, sit naked in the 5 cups and while somebody's shit in there and eat the shit and lick the shit off the ass, the dick, and the asshole and pussy. The coochie, the penis, the vagina. That is all by means necessary to your liking and your acceptance. What I'm saying is, your experiences, your experiences. Some experiences you should not never experience. Never be mad at your parents. Know your rights. 18 years old, you have all rights. You get what I'm saying? Within between, like 4 years within 18, whether through DCF with relatives or paperwork through relatives, legal work through relatives, for whatever unfortunate circumstances, runaway, group home, because sometimes when you're a runaway, you go on group homes. And then you're already in the database, so they already know what's up. There's no secrets. Oh, she's a runaway. She was living here. She was living here. She was at this home. She was at this home. She was in this organization. She was in this organization. You're never fucking literally lost in this world. So, through paperwork and legal work, people was placed where they was supposed to, where they could have been for whatever reason under any circumstances. However, within the time frame of being 18 and you having to do what your parent legal guardians are telling you to do, or any elderly or siblings, you do those motherfucking things. And if you want to do more, you do it. I'm just gonna, when I say more, pause. That was not a defense to the people that's watching. It's like if you want to do more of what you can't do, or what you can do until 18, you do more when you can do more of what you want to do at 18 years old. When you're a kid, you're going to do what the elderly tell you or your siblings tell you to do, or whatever experiences you have to go through, because you're a child. You just got to follow the steps, follow the leader, and do your thing. When you're 18, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, except for purchase drinks and cigarettes at the fucking store. 21, 20, you can do everything you want to fucking do except for purchase drinks and at the store. 19, the same thing, except for purchase drinks or purchase cigarettes at the fuck store, Black & Milds, or whatever the fuck you can't do until 21 years old. So the best bet from the 4 years to 18 is to get your fucking permit and learn how to drive with an elderly, a sibling, brother, sister, cousin, whatever. The idea of these people wanting to save a life was amazing. They saved so many. I almost was sex trafficked in 2020. It is literally an organization, and it is literally bribery and blackmail. Sometimes people are forced into those things, forced into submission. To those forced into submission, off the strength of spirit, it is okay. For those who was forced into submission, stayed there, became fucking even authorities of the fucking whatever state they're in, police, security, and they fucking sex traffic at bitches like me. Book you a hotel room thinking that you cool, thinking that is good, and then shows up, have somebody show up to your room and torture you, shit like that. That shit literally is real. So, the idea of wanting to save a life was good. The idea of having to go through an experience and you had that same intentions of saving lives and wasn't able to, is important. The other lives that was saved, amazing. The idea of being able to save a life, even more amazing. These guys and ladies made a mistake in 2020, in 2021, with my name, what came out of my mouth, my stories, and involving the two people who I live here with and other siblings, and disrespected their rights, and they know people's rights, is all good. You understand? However, mom, dad, sister, brother, pursuing anything injustice and individually for their sanity and for their rights is all good. There was no reason for the police outside of 81. What's that? Hold on. 81 or
your friend
wait, hold on. 81 North Portland NYCHA housing to question anybody outside of my home and see how we went through abuse, or if we ever went through abuse, or if any of these people go through things. We all played a part and was able to save a lot of people's lives with this conversation and the experiences that we experienced in 2021 till today. Please get it together. Welcome to JDI. That girl Jasmine. We're gonna get it together. Every 24 hours we're gonna get it together though. What the fuck? I'm just kidding, yo.